Hey guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. I'm back. I'm still recovering, as you can hear from my voice. I have this horrible flu, and I am now on the mend. But it did knock me down for quite a few days. And I tell you what, I've had the flu before, but I've never been this exhausted when I've had the flu. So it was horrible. It was horrible waking up like this. It was horrible just staying in bed all day because while you would think it would be fun to just sleep in and do nothing, it is miserable. I have spent the last few days just literally subsisting on water and crackers because I just had no energy to get up and do anything. And thankfully, I'm starting to feel better. I will actually go back to work tomorrow, which is good because I miss being at work. I haven't been at work since Wednesday of last week, so it's been a whole week that I've been out. And I don't like to take a lot of time off because I feel like when I take time off, that stuff starts piling up quicker than I like. And I like to be there for my people. I like to be there and just make sure everything is going the way it needs to be and everybody's getting credit where they're supposed to get credit. And I hate being off. So, but thankfully, like I said, I'm on the mend. I have taken this miracle cough syrup, and thankfully, I've stopped coughing. When you have asthma, like I do, and you start coughing, it is so easy to trigger an asthma attack. At least that's how my asthma attacks come on. So I did not grow up with asthma. I got diagnosed as an adult, and when you're an adult and you have adult onset asthma, it is a lot more scarier because you're not used to, number one, having asthma. Number two, you don't really know what your triggers are, and you don't have really a chance to grow out of it. There is no growing out of it when you have asthma as an adult. My asthma is very well controlled, thank goodness. I haven't had to use my rescue inhaler too much, but when things like this happen, I have to start using it, and it's just like, ugh. So I knew Thursday something was wrong because I like literally had no voice, and it was 21 degrees. It literally dropped from like 70 something degrees the day before to like 21 degrees in the morning, and I was like, there's just no way. And then trying to speak and talk on the phone because I had to call in to work, it was almost impossible. I felt so bad because I was just like, is she even gonna know? Is my boss even gonna know it's me? But I tried to squeak it out as best I could. So thankfully, she got the message. But I've just been recovering, and laying in bed is not a lot of fun for me. But I did get a chance to catch up on some of my New England Journal of Medicine issues, which has been really nice. I've been watching The Sopranos because that's what I do whenever I'm sick. I binge watched The Sopranos. I loved that show when it was on. I really liked the first 3 seasons. The towards the end, it was very sad. I just didn't want to watch it anymore. But the first 3 seasons I really liked, and so I just sort of did that and just curled up and just slept. That's all I've been doing. So I want to thank everybody who's been writing me and giving me words of encouragement. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that there's people out there that enjoy the show and enjoy what I do and talk about, and that you guys have kept me company while I've been away. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I want to take a minute to congratulate one of my viewers. Her name is Celesta. She just got her CPC credentials, so I am so excited for you. When you have studied so hard and you get your certification, and now you're going to be this medical coder out there in the world, it is so exciting and so awesome, and I'm very excited for you, and I appreciate that you've been watching, and I hope you will continue to watch my episodes. But I want to say congratulations. This ride of being a medical coder is a lot of fun. And once you get into it, once you get past all of the beginner stuff, it does get to be a lot of fun, and you will enjoy what you do as long as you devote yourself to it. So I want to say congratulations again. I am very happy for you. And so congratulations. I love hearing when people are getting their credentials and they tell me, and it's just so awesome. So if you would like a shout out when you get your credential, let me know, and I'll be happy to include it in my episode. So I didn't get a lot of questions for Q&A Tuesday, but that's okay. I did get a couple of questions, and we could talk about those. One of the questions that I got was about the RHIT, or the Registered Health Information Technician. What is it all about, and things like that. That is the associate's degree for Registered Health Information Technician. And those people who have that are generally like the supervisors. They're in supervisory roles. Maybe they do some teaching. Uh, they are they are geared towards that. Sometimes when you are applying for jobs after you get your RHIT, sometimes employers are okay with it. Sometimes they want you to supplement it with a medical coding credential, like a CCS or CCSP, things like that, or a CPC. Sometimes they want you to supplement that. Like I said, some employers are okay with you just having the degree, and that's okay. It is wonderful to have. If you are wanting to be in a management position or a supervisory role, that is more geared towards that. So if you are just wanting to be a medical coder, then you could just get a credential and start there and see if you want to advance later on. There are many benefits to having an RHIT or an RHIA, which is the bachelor's degree. There's many benefits to having that. It's always good to be the most educated that you can be, because it's going to give you more opportunities. A lot of people will ask me now, because I just have my CCA. Again, I am working on things in the background that I haven't been ready to talk about here on my channel yet. So just give it some time, and I will reveal. But I just, if I encourage anybody and everybody, if you're really not sure and you want to try to be a medical coder, just start with a credential. Just get a credential first and see if you like it, before you go and invest all of this money into becoming, a RHIT or an RHIA. Because getting through the school, obviously part of the benefits is that you can get like an externship. RHIT and RHIA, the college courses generally do offer externships. I haven't heard of one program in any school that is offering that doesn't offer externships. And externships are a good way to get like job connections and things like that. So that's where your first job connections are going to come into play. So it's a good thing, but RHIT, RHIA, those are long-term investments. You're in school for years to do that. But like I said, if you're really not sure and you want to start being a medical coder, start out with a credential and see if you like it, and if you like it, then move on and get a degree. A lot of times employers will offer money for continuing education like that. It just depends on wherever you work. So be sure to ask those questions. A lot of times there's money for those things. So something to consider. But if you are in school for RHIT or RHIA, congratulations. That's very good, because it's important. These are the leaders of our industry, and just being the most educated and the most knowledgeable in your field is going to benefit you regardless. So that's just my thoughts on that one. And people have been asking, what are the best online schools? I know that there are some schools, online schools, like that they offer programs for medical coding. Sometimes they say medical billing and coding. You want to look for, if you're going to sit for an American Health Information Management Association credential, you need to look on there for an accredited school. They have a list of approved accredited schools, so you can go to ahima.org, ahima.org, and check that out. And because they have a location that you could just put in the name of the school, and it'll let you know if that school is accredited or not. With AHIMA, both associations, whether you decide to go with the American Health Information Management Association or the American Academy of Professional Coders, both are nationally recognized medical coding associations, and both of them have online programs. You can check both websites out and see which association you think would best benefit you, and whatever it is that you're looking for. It's that's the only one I can suggest. I went to a trade school, and my trade school is no longer there. Sometimes these schools don't last very long. It just depends. But I would always recommend going there first to either association website and see about their online programs. That would be what I would suggest. You can look into trade schools. And I know that question gets asked a lot, like, how do you know if it's good or not? You can go to the Better Business Bureau and see if that school has had any issues. You can talk to the recruiter for the school and find out, like, ask them, do you help with job placement? That is the most important. What kind of structure do they have in the school? Is it self-paced, or is it where it's instructor-led? Those kinds of things. What kind of study group programs do they have? That kind of thing. All of these things are good questions to ask whenever you are going to a school. But asking them what credential you would be able to sit for after is very key. Because sometimes they will say, oh, yes, we offer a certificate to let you know that you've completed a program. And a certificate is not the same as a credential. Okay, when you sit for a credential, you are going to a testing center and you are sitting for a credential exam. Getting a certificate that says that you completed a program for medical billing and coding is not the same. And a lot of times employers are looking for credentialed medical coders. That's what they want. And not to say that there are not some places that may offer it's okay to have a certificate that you finished, but you don't have a credential. I'm not to say that there's not those out there. I'm sure there are. But most times they're going to be looking for credentialed coders. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. So I hope that's helped out with those questions. Be sure to check out ahima.org, ahima.org, or aapc.com for the American Academy of Professional Coders. So that way you can check and see. And like I said, ask lots of questions. Get on their customer service hotline and ask them questions as well if you're deciding to go with their online program. Just something to think about. So I will be back tomorrow with a more structured show. I do have some ideas that I was jotting down while I was sick. But it's all a matter of just sort of me writing out what I need to say and things like that. So but if you have any questions, be sure to submit them. I will be stockpiling them for next week's Q&A Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out, but let me know if you guys have any questions. And I will see y'all on the next episode. Bye!